Okay, I was asked to review this because I got it in early. This is the Missing Link Sunstreaker CO5. Here's the box. It's got real styrofoam on the inside. Here's the back of the box with the writing and that background image that we are all so used to. And I'm sure there's probably other Easter eggs or crap on this box that I don't get reference to. It's T-Spark though, isn't that their new line? Odd. Anywho, it's a box. Here is Sunstreaker. And again, this is just kind of an ad hoc thrown together review. So you're going to get what you're going to get. We got the detail on here is not stickers. It's all painted, which is really nice. Same you're going to see on the inside details as well, the legs. But Autobot symbol, and then rub sign. Pretty cool. Good paint, and then CR on the side, which stands for Sunstreaker. Now, I've never owned a G1 Sunstreaker before, so this is my first time handling the mold at all, even with the upgrades, or without the upgrades. So, Scourge famously has his boat design, or his ship boat design with the head sticking up. I had no idea that the Sunstreaker mold could do that too. So, makes me kind of wish we saw this in the cartoon. But anywho, he comes with his little Diaclone driver, which is actually, I don't know how well my phone is going to pick that up, but it's actually really well painted, except the back. They said the hell with the back. His arms and legs can, I mean, it's very simple. It's very minimalistic. The head can't move. Let me see if I can get it in close. Legs can come out independently. They move side by side. And he does have the tiniest little magnets on the bottom of his feet. So he can balance a little bit on metal surfaces, but they're very weak. So your mileage may vary on that, but I don't really see what the point was. I guess it's a throwback. But if we open up the top here, bend his little legs as you do. Let's see. Struggling. You can get him sat inside. And again, I'm not making any cuts to this, so you're going to watch me struggle. But there he is. He's driving. Beep, beep. Other accessories include his gun, which is painted. And I'm told that this is different than the original release, that this is actually Sideswipe's gun, and they shared this, I guess, in the cartoon, but it's not what the toy got. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but here's what you get. Either regardless, this is what comes in the box. And he gets his peg-on alternate hand accessories, the rockets. I don't think I'm going to take these off the sprues just now. Obviously, if you get his mold mate, I believe he uses one of these as a regular limb, so you can use that. He gets toy accurate fists, which these are kind of redundant. You'll see why if you don't already know, but if you need his fists to look exactly like they did as the original toy release, you got them. They're in here. And then his shoulder pylons, which peg in separately. And then again, I've never had the original toy, so I don't know if they did this, but these move. They've got a little bit of articulation. So in car mode, you can peg them on the back and have him extra whooshy. But for transformation, I'm going to keep them off, just because it's my video and I'm going to do that. Detail on the bottom. All right, transformation. Again, no cuts. You're going to watch me struggle because you asked for this. So I will also mention real quick, this thing is pretty tight. This hinge right here on the extra engine detail is maybe a little too loose for my taste, but is what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to start by unpegging the canopy. You can transform him with the driver inside. I'm not going to because my video. And we're going to split the legs here. And then it pegs in right there. There's a little tiny gap that it pegs into. Work that out and pop it on each side because it's going to be easier to get the legs down. Again, not having the original toy, I don't have a basis for comparison, but I can tell you that the legs sliding down on this is pretty difficult to do. Not crazy, it's more force than you would think. So pull the leg down, pull the leg down, and they've loosened a little bit since I've been transforming it. But anyhow, legs down, bend. There's a ratchet joint in the ankle, and then you want to push the entire ankle over and then click it up. On the back here, you've got his heel spur that you put into place. Same on the other side, so break his leg, slide it over, ankle up, legs and penis are done. So let's keep going. We're going to spin it around to the back, and we're going to pop the back tray down. There's arms. I'm going to unfurl. So this actually, see if you can see that, there's a peg and post underneath right there. Unfurl the back arm there. Unfurl that arm. And I'm going to put them out straight just so they get the hell out of my way. There we go. All right, this is what you're working with. This is the complicated part. Complicated for me. Maybe I'm just dumb. This is a lot of joints right here. So you're going to want to take this whole piece and you're going to want to work it upwards. So it folds up like that. The cockpit piece tucks inside, and then the canopy comes down. Now, before you can put the canopy on, this back piece stays parallel to the ground. But let me see if I can get this. So there is a joint right there that you need to bend independently of the other piece. So I'm going to bend this compact back up so I can see if I can get this here. Again, you're going to watch me struggle. Okay, there we go. So it starts like that, and then you want to bend it in half, and this piece will sit down inside flush. Put that back in, cockpit down, satisfying click, back canopy up, and then it's going to peg in here, and click. Head up, arms down. So this is where, let's see, let me get that tray out of the way. This is where the hands come in. So this is transformed right out from Scooby-Doo. These fists can fit in just like that. Just like the original toy, fists are separate, looks fine. I don't like that. I didn't have the original toy. I don't have that nostalgia. So you can open these and close back up. Open his wrist. Close back up. And you have Sunstreaker now in robot mode. So obviously, aesthetically, you know what you're getting here. It's a G1 toy, so it looks a mess and the proportions are all weird, but he is here. So again, as I said before, I'm going to pop the cockpit back open real quick. The driver can stay inside, so it's not like the clip from was it Family Guy where the car transforms? No, one of the old cartoons where the car transforms and kills the driver. Anywho, I digress. So I'm going to put his shoulder pylons back on. You can absolutely transform him with them on. Use your imagination. But there you go. There he is. Size comparison-wise, there is New Age Sunstreaker. Here's Robot Toys Optimus Primal. And what else do I have? There's a Spudger. So you can get an idea. Articulation is obviously this guy's bread and butter here. So the head can look down per the original toy, can look up, can now look side to side. There's 2 joints here now, so there's one there, and then there's one that actually moves the rest of it, and that allows the head to come up high enough to get clearance to swivel back and forth. Arms can go out to the side on this joint, and then spoilers can go on this joint about this far, so you get the arm all the way out to the side, down, elbow bend, bicep rotation, hands open, hands swivel. These hands are still also pegged on and can come off. This one comes off a little easier than I would like, but it does. Just that's the way it is. It's got this launching gimmick here. It doesn't feel like there's any springs or anything in it. It's probably just reminiscent of the toy. Back to the arms. So you've got a butterfly each direction, which obviously can help you get all the way across the body and up and around and all the things. Whole arm swivels here. Arms up. There is no waist at all because of the design, which is fine. The legs, you've got double jointed knee, so the bends here and then continues to go, pops up. This, be careful when you're bending the knee back, because if you just bend it back, it gets stuck. So take the thigh piece, push it back, and you're good to go. As I said before, he's got ratcheted ankles, which has full ankle tilt, and he can spread them. There we go. And for accessories in this mode, obviously his gun can peg in quite nicely. It's very secure. I'm not going to like hold it by it, but I can tell you it's secure. And you can get some pretty cool poses for a G1 toy. That's much more expensive than it used to be. But that's the world we live in, right? So, anyway, back to talking about real quick on a wrap-up. I want to go back and just also show that inside, these used to be stickers on the old one. These are now painted. All the details painted on here. I guess I should mention, let me put the heel spurs down and set them up. Comes with the instruction book. The instructions show his mold mate on there. Has the stickers for the car mode, and I made a joke before. I know CR is car robot, and that's Sunstreaker, but haha. Instructions and your red plastic piece for the tech specs, which are right there as I violently knock him over. Anywho, real quick look. There is my quick, dirty, messy video review for Missing Links and Sunstreaker. Thanks.